Hey everybody! So today I want to tell you a little bit about the Second Amendment of the Constitution of the United States. And the Second Amendment is a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. This was established on September 17th of 1787. These are the standards and the laws that our country has been following for over 200 years. But I also want to talk a little bit about gun control and the rising debate over the last several years about gun control and, if you will, taking our rights away from us. So the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, these are a few of the things that I want us to think about as we go over the benefits and the negative side effects of gun control. The first one, is gun control helpful or harmful to our society? Do the benefits of gun control outweigh our rights? And are we safer with or without our guns? So a few of the benefits of gun control are strict regulations placed on gun control require a person to obtain a license in order to purchase and carry a firearm. And by that, it means that you can't just walk into a store and buy a gun. It's a process, it's an application, and it goes through a background check. So if you have anything on your criminal record or anything that would prevent you from buying a gun, that's what this license requires. So gun control affects everyone through different ways. Depending on your standpoint and your beliefs, there have been situations that have been very negative about gun control and how it's affected us. And there has also been very positive situations and effects of gun control. It all comes down to the individual and their more moral beliefs. So another benefit of gun control is that it helps to ensure that guns are not sold to criminals. Just as I said before, if you have a criminal record or any reason that you shouldn't be allowed to carry a gun or to purchase a gun, that's exactly what this is doing, and that's how it's helping us, is that it protects the law-abiding citizens because criminals can't just walk into a store and buy a gun. So another one is gun control laws have reduced the number of suicides and murders with legally purchased firearms. I think that speaks for itself. It's not as easy to get your hands on a gun, and I think that in itself has reduced murder and crime and suicides within homes. And the last one is less accidental deaths of children. I know we've all heard stories about children getting their hands on guns and having terrible accidents because they simply don't know what they're messing with or don't know how severe and serious it can be. And so that has also been a very, very positive aspect of gun control. And then I wanted to touch a little bit on the NRA, the National Rifle Association. And we all know that it's had a very large effect in our society and they have a loud voice. But I don't think a lot of people realize that the NRA is not a political organization at all. They're nothing more than a lobbyist group. They don't have the power or the rights to affect laws or any kind of laws. So a few of the negative side effects of gun control are that criminals have already proven they cannot abide by the law. So even though you are required to apply and obtain a license to purchase a gun, I think we all know that criminals aren't afraid to break the law and they aren't going to let them stop them. So that actually has increased the black market and illegally sold firearms, which is even more dangerous. These requirements do not stop them from purchasing firearms. Like I just said, by placing these restrictions, we are disarming the innocent and the victims. And by that, I'm saying that just because you have to go through the process of applying for a license to purchase a gun, a lot of people don't have guns in their homes anymore, and that's a huge way of self-defense in homes. And criminals are going to buy guns no matter what. And so when they know that you don't have a gun in your home, that leaves us or the victim defenseless. And that also encourages burglars to come into the home knowing that you don't have any defense. And then I'm not going to leave you hanging with the NRA as a negative thing. The NRA has a positive effect on our rights. They do have a loud voice, and they have done a lot of wonderful and positive things for gun control and our rights. One of the biggest things that I believe they do is they educate. They're teaching adults and youth the proper way to handle and use firearms. It's a very positive way to ensure that we use our rights properly and that we're safe about it, because they teach you what guns do what and how to use them and how to clean them. And they have many groups throughout the country, thousands of youth that gather, that practice shooting, and that they teach and they learn how to use these safely and properly. They teach them the morals and the severity of guns. Another one, through this education and through their loud voice, it has allowed people to continue hunting, and a lot of people provide for their families this way. My family hunts, and it's a huge source of money saving and way to provide throughout the winters, or it's meat and it's food, and it's something that our family definitely utilizes. So Harry Daniel said, gun control is a very effective tool, especially when it comes to dealing with crime. And by that he's saying it has cut back crime significantly, because there are fewer guns out there, they're harder to get your hands on, and so it has had a positive effect in our society, and it has made it harder for criminals to get their hands on guns and to use them in a negative manner. But Harry Daniel also said that there are numerous disadvantages associated with gun control. One of the major demerits is that gun control increases the confidence of a burglar, and I think I touched on that before, is that if a burglar knows that you don't have guns in your home, then it encourages him and it makes him more confident to enter your home and to steal from you or to harm you or your family. And so that's another side to look at, is that, are you safer in your home without guns because it leaves you defenseless, or are you safer with guns? So I want you to decide for yourself. Are you safer with or without? Gun control affects everyone through different ways, depending on your standpoint and beliefs about gun control. There have been situations where gun control has been very negative, just as there have been situations where gun control has been very positive. It all comes down to the individual and their own beliefs. Both sides have saved lives. So I hope you guys can think about that and decide for your own family and for your own life whether it's beneficial or not for your rights to be taken away, and is it really protecting you and your family, or is it the other way around? Thank you guys.